Alright YouTube, so we are back to talk about Bethesda, and for once it's not a video directly about Fallout 76, though obviously the subject does involve the game. There's a rumor going around currently that Starfield is stuck in more or less development hell right now. 76 is to blame because of the disastrous launch of 76, everybody's scrambling to try to make it a better game, and also the creation engine still being used to this day for modern Bethesda games, and obviously the creation engine is shit as well. Again, this is a rumor. I don't think I need to tell you guys to take it with a grain of salt. This is not legitimate fact, though obviously everything we're talking about here makes sense. So a post showed up on Reddit a couple days ago stating the following. Bethesda's new IP, Starfield, is experiencing significant development problems. Says it comes as little surprise the catastrophe of Fallout 76 has caused much inner turmoil over at Bethesda, both in terms of its publishing arm and developers. Todd Howard is seemingly more absent in Starfield's creation, as he now has to oversee multiple projects at once, Blades, 76, Starfield, etc. The only info I was told tech-wise is the creation engine's cell-based loading system causes significant frame hiccups when trying to incorporate fast-moving vehicles. A key point of this game is supposedly spaceflight in some aspect, so things are not looking too good at the moment. Additionally, I hear that having multiple Bethesda game studios locations has been really bad for general team cohesion. That's all for now. The thing is, everything that we just read over isn't really surprising. It's more so things that we all kind of expected. It's not like one of those leaks where it's like, here's a bunch of characters and locations from Starfield, and you can just kind of take it with a grain of salt, kind of brush it off, whatever. Probably some guy just trying to get a trendy post on Reddit. This is all stuff we expected. We know the creation engine is shit. It's an engine they've been using since Morrowind. It's never been a new engine for any of their games. They just keep building on it, which is why all their games are still shitty and buggy all the time. Todd Howard not being as hands-on with Starfield now because he's trying to oversee too many projects makes sense to me. They have so much going on now, and them having multiple studios being a problem. We just did a video a week or two ago about them getting another studio in Wisconsin or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. I believe up until 2015, it was just the Maryland studio, and then they opened the Montreal studio. Now they have two studios in Texas, and then again, they just bought another studio. It's like, dude, what are y'all doing? Just focus on your goddamn games. I don't care about you opening more studios. Go back to prior 2015, before Fallout 4, and all of BGS's games were highly rated. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, New Vegas, again, Obsidian, still BGS, it doesn't matter. Those games are all like highly received games. And then you start noticing the decline 2015 and later. And I'm not trying to shit on Fallout 4. I think it's a good game. I've said that a lot in the past, if you guys have been here for a while. I think it's a good game. Not really a good Fallout game, right? It has its flaws for sure. Not a perfect game. And then Starfield having development issues, being delayed, whatever the case, because of them scrambling to try to make Fallout 76 a better game, I think makes sense too, because you definitely can tell that they want this game to succeed. They've been doubling down with Fallout 76 every step of the way, to the point now that they're not even trying to hide their pay-to-win mechanics when it comes to selling utility items in the Atomic Shop, and like, you know, the Fallout First membership that they put out for some goddamn reason that nobody asked for. And this is something I've talked about. Other channels similar to mine have talked about how we're just kind of not really looking forward to Starfield. There's no reason to really have that kind of like hype for it like we have in the past for Bethesda. Based on how they've been acting recently in the past, year or two. It's like, why should we really look forward to a brand new game from Bethesda? It's probably going to be crap anyway. And if they're delaying their brand new game, their new IP, new AAA game to work on Fallout 76, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if we as a community have to wait longer to play Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 because they're putting all of their eggs into the Fallout 76 basket, like, I don't even want to play those games now. I'm not interested. And something else I thought was kind of interesting to speculate on based on this, a big game like Starfield getting delayed because of Fallout 76. If you guys remember here recently, Doom Eternal actually got delayed until March 20th of 2020. And I'm wondering if that's not also because of Fallout 76. And the reason why I say that is because id Software has helped in the past when it came to this game. Like, pretty much all the studios under Bethesda's umbrella helped to make Fallout 76 because it's their first time making a multiplayer game. And I'm just wondering if they're not putting out these bigger projects like Starfield, like Doom Eternal, simply to try to make Fallout 76 a better game, which would be pretty fucking terrible considering that it's still a shit game. Now, when it comes to this person over on Reddit, their name is actually Starfield Leaker, which is just it's a pretty big red flag, let's be honest. The thing is, if you come over to Starfield Leaker's account, you see that he only has the one post, but the first thing I noticed is that his karma does not match the upvotes on the post itself, which may not be the biggest deal ever, because he could just have upvotes from comments on other posts, but if you actually go and look, his comments, there's none. He's never commented on anything, apparently, but again, the karma doesn't match the post itself, which means he had to have deleted stuff, so that's kind of suspicious as well. Plus, the account was made in January of 2018, so it's almost a 2-year-old account, but only has this one post and never comment on anything. But the karma doesn't match the upvotes on the only post that he has, so there is a little bit of suspicious stuff here. And people claiming on the post itself that he's been wrong in the past about stuff, and he's considered a troll in some of the communities or whatever. So I'm not here to tell you that the guy is a legitimate source. I know nothing about him. He's an anonymous figure to me. But I do think there's some legitimacy to the stuff that he's claiming, whether or not he actually says it. We know that the creation engine is shit, and Bethesda needs to invest in just a brand new engine. Bethesda putting things off to try to work on Fallout 76 and make it a better game, to me, makes sense as well. It seems like they've definitely tried to invest as much as they can into this game, try to get every single dollar they can out of it. But at the end of the day, it is a rumor from some faceless guy on the internet, on Reddit. It could absolutely mean nothing, but I pass off to you guys. What are your thoughts on this current rumor about Starfield being delayed because of Fallout 76? I think it makes sense, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Once they with more times that Starfield's going to get delayed before it eventually comes out in 2025. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. At my Discord, links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child. Give me serenity, or at least just peace of mind. Give me close.